I am 29 and I need advice about whether I'm being reasonable or if I've gone too far. My sister Emma, 32F, has been vegan for 3 years now, and our family has tried to be supportive. But after what happened last Thanksgiving, I told her she's not welcome at this year's dinner, and now my entire family is at war. Let me start with some background that makes this complicated. Emma wasn't always this passionate about veganism. She actually used to be a huge meat lover. We used to bond over trying new barbecue places, and she even worked at a steakhouse in college. The change happened after she started dating her boyfriend Marcus, 34M, 3 years ago. Marcus is one of those vegans who makes it his entire personality. He's the type who will lecture waiters about murder on a plate, and has been arrested twice for throwing red paint on people wearing fur coats. Emma used to roll her eyes at people like him, but now she's become exactly what she used to mock. Here's what most people don't know. Emma didn't choose to become vegan for ethical reasons. I found out 6 months ago that Marcus gave her an ultimatum: become vegan or he would leave her. Emma has always had abandonment issues since our dad left when we were kids, and she was so terrified of losing Marcus that she completely changed her lifestyle overnight. But there's something darker that I discovered recently. Emma's best friend Sarah told me that Marcus has been controlling other aspects of Emma's life too. He made her cut her hair short because long hair is vanity, convinced her to quit her job as a marketing manager because her company worked with unethical businesses, and even made her get rid of her cat because pet ownership is animal slavery. Emma loved that cat more than anything. Now for what happened last year. I host Thanksgiving every year for our family. It's about 15 people including our mom, stepdad, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. I always make sure to have vegan options for Emma. Last year I spent 2 days making a beautiful vegan roast, dairy-free mashed potatoes, and even vegan gravy from scratch. I wanted her to feel included. Emma arrived with Marcus and everything seemed fine at first. She thanked me for the vegan dishes and seemed happy. But then Marcus started making comments during dinner. He kept saying things like, "I can't believe people are eating corpses at the same table as us, and the smell of death is making me nauseous." My 78-year-old grandfather, who fought in Vietnam and has always been Emma's favorite family member, was trying to ignore the comments. But then Marcus pointed directly at Grandpa's plate and said, "How can you put that dead animal in your mouth knowing it had a family and feelings?" My grandfather put down his fork and didn't eat another bite. That's when Emma should have told Marcus to stop. Instead, she started backing him up. She began showing pictures on her phone of factory farms to my 12-year-old cousin, making her cry. When my aunt asked her to put the phone away, Emma said we were all complicit in animal genocide, and that she couldn't stay silent anymore. But here's where it gets really bad. Marcus got up and went to the kitchen. I thought he was getting water, but he was actually doing something much worse. He took my beautiful turkey, the one I had spent 6 hours preparing and that cost me $80, and he threw it in the garbage. Not just threw it away, but poured dish soap all over it so no one could save it. When I discovered what happened, I completely lost it. I started yelling at Marcus and told him to get out of my house immediately. That's when Emma made the choice that changed everything. She defended him. She said he was preventing further harm, and that I should be grateful someone had the courage to stop the violence. My family was horrified. My grandmother started crying because the turkey was the centerpiece of our traditional meal. My mom was furious because she had contributed money toward the groceries. But Emma just stood there supporting Marcus, while he lectured us about how true family doesn't enable murder. Here's what I haven't told my family yet. After they left, I found something disturbing in my bathroom. Emma had written "murderer" in red lipstick on my mirror. But there's more. She had also gone through my medicine cabinet and found my antidepressants. She took a picture of the prescription bottle and sent it to our mom with a message saying, "Sarah is on mind-altering drugs. That's why she's so hostile to our lifestyle." The medication thing crossed a line for me personally. I've struggled with depression since college, and Emma knows this is a sensitive topic. Our dad used to call me crazy and broken because of my mental health issues. Emma sending that picture felt like she was trying to make our family think I was unstable and couldn't be trusted to make rational decisions. The aftermath was terrible. My grandparents barely ate anything because they were so upset. My little cousin had nightmares for weeks about the factory farm videos Emma showed her. My mom had to order pizza for everyone, which cost another $60 and completely ruined the traditional family dinner we've been having for 20 years. But here's where it gets complicated. I found out 2 months ago that Emma has been lying to everyone about her relationship with Marcus. She's not happy being vegan. She's been sneaking meat when he's not around. I caught her eating a cheeseburger in her car outside my apartment building. When I confronted her, she broke down crying and begged me not to tell Marcus. She told me that Marcus monitors her social media, checks her phone regularly, and has threatened to leave her multiple times when she's shown any doubt about veganism. She said she felt trapped but didn't know how to get out without losing him. She's been pretending to be passionate about animal rights because that's what Marcus expects from her. This made me think that maybe Emma was just trying to prove herself to Marcus at Thanksgiving, and that her behavior wasn't really her choice. I almost reconsidered my decision about this year's dinner. But then I discovered something that changed my mind completely. Last month I was helping my mom clean out our childhood bedroom, and I found Emma's old journal from high school. I know I shouldn't have read it, but I was curious about who she used to be before Marcus. What I found shocked me. In the journal, Emma wrote extensively about how she believed people who were too accommodating to others were weak and pathetic. She wrote about how she admired people who stood up for their beliefs no matter what, and how she wanted to be the type of person who never backed down from a fight. She even wrote about how she thought our family was too boring and needed someone to shake things up. This made me realize that maybe Marcus didn't turn Emma into someone new. Maybe he just gave her an excuse to become who she always wanted to be, someone who felt superior to everyone else and could justify treating people badly in the name of a higher cause. The journal entries that really got to me were about our grandfather. She wrote about how she thought he was old-fashioned and needed to be educated about modern values. She complained that the family coddled him because of his age and war service. Reading this, I realized her behavior at Thanksgiving might have been partially motivated by a desire to take our grandfather down a peg, not just support animal rights. So when it came time to plan this year's Thanksgiving, I made a decision. I sent invitations to everyone in the family except Emma and Marcus. I didn't tell anyone else about my choice. I just quietly left them off the guest list. Emma found out 2 weeks ago when she asked our mom what she should bring to dinner. Mom was confused and asked what she meant. That's when Emma realized she hadn't been invited. She called me immediately, demanding to know why. I told her straight up, "Because you and Marcus ruined last year's dinner and traumatized our family. I'm not giving you another chance to do it again." She started crying and said she would promise to behave, but I told her it was too late. I said I needed to protect our grandparents and younger family members from her activism. Here's where I might be wrong. Emma offered to come without Marcus. She said she would even eat meat to prove she was sorry. She begged me to reconsider, saying this would be our grandfather's last Thanksgiving because his health is declining rapidly. She promised she would never mention veganism or animal rights. But I still said no. I told her that I couldn't trust her anymore, and that she had made her choice last year when she defended Marcus instead of apologizing to the family. I said that if she wanted to be part of family gatherings again, she needed to prove over time that she could respect other people's choices, not just make promises. The fallout has been intense. My mom is furious with me and says I'm breaking up the family over one bad dinner. She thinks I should give Emma a second chance, especially since she's willing to come alone. My stepdad agrees with me but doesn't want to get involved in sister drama. My grandparents are torn. Grandpa says he doesn't want Emma there if she's going to cause problems, but he also misses her and feels sad about the family being divided. Grandma thinks I should forgive Emma, but understands why I don't trust her. The rest of the family has taken sides. Some think Emma's behavior was unforgivable and support my decision. Others think I'm being too harsh and that family should stick together no matter what. A few have even threatened not to come if Emma isn't invited, which would basically cancel the whole dinner. Here's the latest development that's making me question everything. Emma's friend Sarah called me yesterday with disturbing news. Apparently, Emma has been telling people that I'm jealous of her relationship with Marcus, and that I'm trying to isolate her from family, because I'm bitter and single. She's been painting herself as the victim of my controlling behavior. But Sarah also told me something that makes this even more complicated. Emma has been planning to break up with Marcus after the holidays, but she wanted one last Thanksgiving with the family before dealing with the relationship drama. Sarah says Emma has been secretly saving money and looking for her own apartment. She's been scared to leave Marcus, but finally realized the relationship is unhealthy. This information is eating at me. If Emma is planning to leave Marcus anyway, maybe I should give her this one chance to say goodbye to our grandfather properly. But what if she's lying to Sarah to manipulate the situation? What if she brings Marcus anyway or causes drama to get attention during what might be a difficult time in her life? There's also something else I learned that changes everything. My mom told me yesterday that Emma has been sending her money every month to help with Grandpa's medical bills. About $300 a month for the past year. Emma made Mom promise not to tell anyone because she didn't want it to seem like she was buying forgiveness for her behavior. I found out Emma has been working 3 part-time jobs to afford helping with Grandpa's care while also supporting Marcus, who refuses to work because most jobs are ethically compromising. She's been exhausted and stressed, which might explain why she's been so volatile and easy for Marcus to manipulate. My mom thinks Emma's financial help proves she still cares about the family and deserves another chance. But I think it might just prove that Emma feels guilty about her behavior and is trying to make up for it with money instead of actually changing. The final thing that's making this decision impossible. I learned that Emma has been in therapy for the past 6 months, trying to work through her relationship issues and understand why she's become someone she doesn't recognize. Her therapist has apparently been encouraging her to repair family relationships and set boundaries with Marcus. Emma called me last night, and for the first time in 2 years she sounded like the sister I used to know. She didn't mention veganism once. She just said she misses our family and knows she messed up badly. She said she understands if I can't forgive her, but she hopes someday we can rebuild our relationship. Part of me wants to believe her, but part of me thinks this is just more manipulation, and that the moment I give her another chance she'll bring Marcus and cause even more drama than last year. So Reddit, AITA for not inviting my vegan sister to Thanksgiving? Is it fair to exclude family members who have hurt others, even if they claim to be sorry? Or should I give her one more chance to prove she's changed, especially since this might be our grandfather's last holiday with us? I'm hosting dinner in 3 days and I still don't know what to do. My family is falling apart over this decision, and I feel responsible for all of it. Emma just showed up at my house an hour ago. She brought a store-bought apple pie and said she's not leaving until we talk. Marcus is sitting in the car outside, and I can see him texting angrily on his phone. I don't know what to do.